Hey y'all, it's Lindsay with the Fiber Seed, and it is WIP Wednesday where I share what I've been working on, which are a couple of things that I finished. All right, so I missed last Wednesday because we were driving down to Carolina Fiber Fest. But y'all, you see what I'm wearing? I finished. Look. I finished my Granny Square sweater. It took, now, I mean, you know how you only work on things for a few hours at a time, blah, blah, blah. I had a weekend before Carolina, and I worked on this for maybe, in the concept of that timing thing, less, not 24 hours consecutive, like added together. Started like Saturday afternoon, and I finished this Sunday night. Look at it. And I figured out my sleeves. Like, y'all, look, look at the sleeve. I designed it ish. Y'all help me pick out the granny square, and I added another row, and I seamed it, and I think I might make a pattern for it for y'all. I had other people try it on that have different chest measurements than me, so we'll see. I like it. Anyway, what else? I have to. There's a lot of stuff. Buckle up. Let's go. First, I have to share this. It's spring break here, so Penelope drew Sprout. You know the little mascot we have that Reese made. She drew Sprout in their garden because they're planting seeds, fiber seeds. Anyway, thought I'd share that. So Penelope did that. Reese made me an Eiffel Tower because I got to go study in Paris one year in college. He made me a 3D printed Eiffel Tower. Gets a little squirrely at the top. That's all right. It's an Eiffel Tower. So that's what they've been working on. Now, what else have I been working on? Oh, just so we have, y'all remember this, okay? I had 4 balls of the avocado dyed, right? And then 1 each of these. You want to see what I got left. This doesn't count the ends that I trimmed. So if you're going to do something like this and you may or may not feel like you're going to play yarn chicken, do not cut your ends off long. Don't start with long ends, just because this is all I had left. These are just tags. This was attached to the yarn as a tag. Like, yeah, that's what I got. And little ends, right? One of these sleeves, I played yarn chicken 3 times with leftover long bits that I had. Crochet is amazing. Just so you know, if you weren't aware of it, things you can do to make things happen and finish, you can't do in knitting. It just didn't work out right. But it works out in crochet. Sleeves. Anyway, so I did that. What else? I made swatches for our spring colorway coming out this Friday. It's called Twitter Pated. Isn't it cool? So look, this is a sock. It's not electric pink, but it's got a lot going on. Okay? That's the DK, and this is the worsted. Okay, and then here's the swatches in DK. Knitting. And in crochet. Singles, half doubles, and doubles. This one doesn't really, it changes a little bit, but not much. All right. Friday. What else did I do though? Okay, so I'm going to go through my WIPs, and you'll notice, but I'm going to show it because it's a colorway. I cannot apparently crochet non-swatches in the truck. I get car sick. Nothing happened, but I was feeling it. And I'm like, But also my hands need to be doing something. So I took the ball of Twitter Pated, and I started designing, because what does one do when they don't have a pattern? They start making one up. It's a caldana-ish thing. We'll find a name for it later. But anyway, but you don't have to tie it. Anyway, super simple. Gonna write the pattern up, gonna release it. I only have 1 ball, so it's gonna be a 1 ball DK pattern. But you can, I've got, that does not look as clean and cute as it should. Anyway, that's how much I've got left. That's where I'm at right on this. So I think that it will turn out nice. It'll be a fun little project. And yeah. So that's what I worked on the way back from Carolina Fiber Fest. On the way, though, I worked on Jordan's Southwood by the Galt House of Yarn and Sprout Worsted. And I was rushing around getting everything ready and forgot to grab the ball, which was still a hank on the back of my chair here. So this is how far I got because I left the ball at home and I was alternating balls, and I know I'm very close to the bottom, but I was like, no. We're not going to do that. We're not just going to keep on plowing through it with the one ball and changing up the whole thing because I don't have the other one. So I knit as far as I could, which, I mean, I went pretty decently to the end of the, see? So I got home, caked up the other ball, and I will, again, chug along on it. Even though we had days where it was very, very warm, and I was like, why? I'm not going to finish this now. I'm just going to put it down. Which we all know. Look, in my house, if you don't put it away and you put it down, not good thing. Not that not good things happen. It just disappears. It goes away from everybody's purview. They could walk past it 1,000 times, but it did not go back where it was supposed to. Therefore, no longer exists. So we are not going to put this down because then it might roll back around to fall, and there are no sleeves on this booger. So I'm going to finish it. There. I said it. Y'all can hold me to it. Anyway, did that. Here is the project that did it. That made me decide to design a cowl. So, crochet. It is my neck for my Confetti DK sweater by Nomad Stitches. So, I'm using Bunny Trail. I had my swatch cake, but then I was like, wait. So I balled up yarn on the way down there when I ran out of the Bering Sea and for my Southwood shawl. That's what it is, by the way, Bering Sea worsted, because I forget to tell you these things. Anyway, this is Bunny Trail. We are bringing this to the shows because this is the Easter colorway. I did this, and I was like, oh boy, I gotta stop. But let me share with my friends first, and then my friend Siobhan, who's an amazing, amazing crocheter. Yarn over Floyd, by the way, also amazing dyer. Anyway, she goes and sends me a tip for the edges, and I'm like, well, no, I'm kidding. Watch me. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no. Anyway, so I'm going to fix the edges of it. It was to make it more structured. So in the end, this is actually a good thing. I know you guys are just like dying on the other side of this. It's going to make the edges of my crocheted neckline better for me to pick up on. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is in Sprout DK. And now I've got something fun to do at the end of today when I'm done. So, I know, right? Anyway, what else? Oh, yes. So, on this, I'm using hexagonal needles from Brickhouse Fibers. They spin independently of the cable. They're hexagonal. You can't see that part. They're size 6 needles, so you're not going to be able to see the hexagonal bit anyway. But they sit nicely in your hands, and they twist independently in the cable. So, that's a bonus. Now, I got myself in so much trouble. Good trouble. But at Carolina Fiber Fest, with the fun things that I picked up. I picked up some more tea from the Loose Tea, we're leaving that in there. The Loose Leaf Tea Company. Got some more of that because normally I only see her and her husband at Shenandoah. But I've seen them twice this year already, and I'm super excited about it. And I've stocked up on my teas because they've got some amazing blends and some stuff that I don't normally get when I'm thinking about getting loose leaf stuff. So anyway, that, because I don't have it up here. Anyway, what else did I, oh man. We'll start out with the thing that's on my table. So I'm wearing one of them. See this pendant? It's wood. And it's wood that is wood, not colored wood. The wood's colored natural. The wood itself is the color that it is, and that is the amazing part of it. Woo, there we go. That was a fun way of saying that. Anyway, so it's the wood that has the color that makes these amazing things. I got two pendants from Tinker Hollow. Sorry, went southern on that one. Tinker's Hollow. And then I got these earrings. Look at that. That is wood, the wood. There we go. the wood, not dyeing the wood, that's the wood. Anyway, got those. What else did I get? Well, in all the crocheting I've been doing lately, there's been a lot of words on crocheting with, oh, hold up. No, wait, go back. We're going to finish what I'm saying. Tunisian crocheting. So, some of my friends that you guys know, Emily from Fangirl Fibers and Siobhan from Floyd, they've been crocheting a lot, and Tunisian crocheting. And I'm sitting over here going, you know, guys, stop it. But that didn't work. So I went over to Twin Birch products and got myself some Tunisian hooks. So there's these shorter ones, and these are generally the sizes I use for my yarns. And then I got a double-ended one because I know that you can do color work with that one, I'm pretty sure. I feel like you can do color work with that one. I could be completely not telling you the truth. I'm pretty sure, though, it's for doing color work with Tunisian. We're just going to go with that. Anyway, I got those, and they're made by them at Twin Birch. And then Siobhan gave me, look at this, okay? Super excited about this because now I can Tunisian. And this is a book by Tony Lipsy, an amazing crocheter. And I'm super excited because I know that Tunisian can make the yarns look different when you use them, and it can look absolutely even more amazing than you think it looks. And so I wanted to know, not even just to be able to swatch, but I wanted to be able to swatch Tunisian swatches so that y'all could see them, because why not? And anyway, so now that's my new thing to do, is to learn Tunisian. And then I went to Camp Stitchwood and got myself in sticker trouble. I found my final sticker for my water bottle, okay? It was Late Night Crafter, I believe it says. Of course, water bottle, not here. Me being a dope, though, brought my water bottle over. I'm telling on myself. Brought my water bottle over with the one so I could check to see what I had and what I didn't have. And then, holding said water bottle, chit-chatting, go to walk away, and see that there's a water bottle stickers on the display. And I'm like, oh, shoot, my water bottle. It ended up on the display. I pick it up. I'm still holding the other one. My water bottle. And they're like, oh, no, wait. And I was like, I'm holding my water bottle. This is your water bottle. You can have your water bottle back. I'm so sorry. So anyway, but what did I get? Stickers. So I'm going to show them to you because I had no restraint. I'm on a sticker kick. I started a new dye book, so I need to do some stickering on the front of it. Check these out. I got these for some other people too, but I can't say who because then they're going to see what they got. So, all right. And then that one, and this one, and that one. Oh, there we go. And this is the back of the sticker, which was Late Night Crafter, so I got that right. Hey, look at me. So those were the stickers I got at Camp Stitchwood. See? And now to the trouble I got myself into. If you are my sister and you are listening, Ellie can keep listening, you have to stop because she's not going to tell you what's happening. All right, so giving you enough time. All right. What brilliant idea did I have when my dear friend Emily from Fangirl Fibers brought out the You've Got a Friend in Me collection. Do you know how many times I watched Toy Story with my little sister? It was the one that the VHS, I know I just lost half y'all watching. The VHS wore out. Yeah. Toy Story was that for us on her part. I watched it. But that was not like, let's pop in the Toy Story. So when the next ones came out, we watched them. Anyway, and then out of just nostalgia, I watched the other ones that came out with my kids. Anyway, so why do I keep talking about this? You're like, come on, y'all. Okay. I went to Fangirl and I got, because here's the thing. It was her favorite movie. And now Toy Story movies are her kids' favorite movies. And she's got 3 of them. So I went and got these cool hat kits from Fangirl. This is Bo, peep and see they have little tags that go with them. Okay. And then I got a Buzz Lightyear one and a Woody one. And then this one, there wasn't a Jessie hat kit, so we made one. So it's Jessie and Stinky Pete. Anyway, I got these. I'm gonna make hats for them because, you know, look at me, okay? I'm not giving myself too much to do. I am planning the Christmas stuff. Now, look at that. I feel accomplished. I haven't started these and I feel accomplished. But anyway, this is my plan for this year. So, if you kept watching, sis, zip your lip so that the kids are excited. Okay? Ellie, if you watched it, you're little and you're not going to tell anybody, so we're good. All right. What else, though? What else? I don't know what pattern yet, but I'm pretty sure I know a good pattern to use because it's 3 hanks of it. I'm going to make a sweater out of this. And you might go, well, what is it called? I know what it's called. I'm just gonna, this is effect, right? Cute but feral. Okay. You see my clip. It's a sparkly possum. You can get all this stuff at Fangirl website and things and see her at shows and stuff. Okay. Cute but feral. My Southern comes out of my mouth sometimes and I say things that normal people don't say. And I jokingly said, did you throw a possum in my truck when I saw her over by it, giving me passenger princess snacks, and she near about died from the words that rolled out of my mouth, and made a colorway. And I am so excited to make a sweater out of this. You have no idea. So, Cute but feral. You can go find it. I think she made it in all of her bases. So, yeah. There's that. And yes, that is all the trouble I got in at Carolina Fiber Fest. Good trouble, y'all. Good trouble. But yeah, so I finished my jacket. We got a new awesome colorway come up on Friday. Like, it's not bright pink, but it is pink, if that makes sense. Y'all saw it. It's not, it's subdued pink, but exciting all at the same time. Anyway, that's all the trouble I got myself into this week. Let's see what I get myself into next week. But until then, happy crafting.